I was just feeling confident on stage. I was like, guys, Nidalee looks good here, and everyone's like, we trust you. So that's all I need. We're back.
We're back. This interview is brought to you by Trolli Starbright Crawlers, sending us you to Korea.
To Korea!
And not on a solo queue mission.
No. I've been there enough for that.
All right, baby, you did it! Yeah!
Let's go.
All right. From... Damn. What was the lowest point?
Of my career?
Sure.
Of the games?
I know, I could have been anything. I thought about that, what you're asking, when I asked the question, but then I was like, never mind, let me let Juan answer it. Where's your brain go?
Lowest point. Maybe, it's hard to beat double 10th place. It's hard to beat Academy.
Mm-hmm.
Feeding in Academy.
Mm-hmm.
That one's probably the hardest, because you can go 10th place, right? Back splits.
Yeah.
But then you feed and go like 0-8 in Academy.
Was that
an Academy game?
Was that 100 Thieves?
Yeah, I was on 100 Thieves in spring, and it was 2020, and like COVID happened and stuff. I remember, I think it was Academy playoffs. I played Trundle a game. I think we were down 0-2 in the series already, and then I actually just went 0-7 and then lost the series. So that's probably the lowest point of actual League of Legends in my career. But just ups and downs pretty much the whole way through.
Yeah.
We're up good now.
You're up hella good.
We're up good.
It's like if you went to Worlds in 2017, right? Mm-hmm. And then went through all of that to 2023, that means you're good for 6 years, man.
Isn't that crazy? Like, is there actually another player that hasn't made it to Worlds in 6 years that qualified? That's a big drought. Usually by then you're like retired, no?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I really can't remember too many, but I'm sure there are. But yeah, I'm sure it's an illustrious.
Definitely,
list.
I feel like it's rare.
Definitely not from a major region. I can think of maybe like a minor region team of like a guy that maybe has been like grinding, get back to the world stage or something.
It's just crazy to think about the last time I went to Worlds was 6 years ago.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
Yeah. That's a whole baby, right?
Yeah.
Child birth to, kindergarten, I guess, or preschool. Mm-hmm. That's, a degree and a half,
Never give up.
6 years, man. Yeah. That is, this is the, no longer Juanito, you're Don Juan because we pop bottles. The Don Juan? Yeah, the Don Juan anime arc. Never give up.
Gear 5 came out last night too.
It did.
For my One Piece fans. I think Gear 5 gave us the powers to win.
It was, I saw a meme, it was like, oh shit, Gear 5's coming out tomorrow? I gotta catch up on the episodes. What episode are you on? 1?
That'll take more than a night, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Well shit, man. Did you, coming into today, I heard that you guys were having some difficulties.
Where'd you hear that from?
Hey man, my sources run deep.
Who are the bees? Who are the bees buzzing?
No, that's against, I'm not a journalist, but that's against journalistic integrity to give up your sources. Most of the time you're my source.
Yeah, we were...
Which is not true because I just gave him...
Yeah, we did not have the best week of scrims in practice.
I heard there was a specific team that you lost to.
We lost to a lot of teams this week. But, I feel like bad practice does shape you in a way. Like, you can have arguments and, frustrations, and maybe you're not playing well, maybe you're not respecting the enemy, maybe you're not communicating as well. But I think the way that we performed today just goes to show, like, the camaraderie that we have for each other and the respect and the ability to really reset ourselves and just come together as a team. I'm very proud of everyone that put in all the work today, all my teammates. Can do without them for sure. I think we all stepped up today huge, and we're going to fucking Worlds now. So
yeah, man, you're going to fucking Worlds. Yeah, it was interesting as I look at the storyline for these two teams. These are the two friendship teams, right? These are the two teams that I would say have been together long enough that they shouldn't be tiltable. You shouldn't be able to tilt these two teams because the composition of Golden Guardians players, they've seen the shit. They've gone through the shit, right? Mm-hmm. Same thing with you. You've seen the shit. You've gone through the shit, right? And all of your teammates. So it was fascinating to hear that your scrims weren't going well, and then you guys show up on stage and you play like that. You pull out a Nidalee, which again, out of pocket. It's always fun to see where does the draft change, or if someone has a pocket pick that works, and the Nidalee helped out a ton. But yeah, it was a really fun watch. Talk to me about that Nidalee pick.
I mean, Nidalee has always been a champion that I've prioritized pretty highly.
Yeah.
In solo queue throughout the years, it's always been like my most played, and I've always been really confident in it. I've had games throughout the years where I completely pop off on Nidalee. When I was in the academy, especially, Nidalee against me was like almost permabanned. So it's just always been a pick. You know, I've always been really good at the AP junglers, I feel, and it just, you know, it was a really good situation. I had Renekton. Renekton Nidalee is a classic, and I was versus Viego as well, which is a pretty free matchup for Nidalee. So, you know, I was just feeling confident on stage. I was like, guys, Nidalee looks good here, and everyone's like, we trust you. So that's all I need.
You also did the Trundle flex, the Trundle Maokai flex. Talk to me about that. Was that planned to do that, or is it, hey, there's an option here?
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeing Maokai support or flex a lot in LCK. I believe Beryl was the first one to play it. So it's always an option, and Trundle is just really strong into. They had Sedge, Nautilus, and some other champ, but primarily versus Sedge, Nautilus. I think they were remote that game, actually.
Oh, okay.
But I could be wrong. But yeah, Sedge Nautilus is just really strong comp.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, Trundle does well against Sedge Naut. Like, it's really hard for them to play after probably like 20 minutes. If they go too aggressive, then, you know, just get pillared, ulted, just one shot. So.
Fuck. What has been your favorite moment of this redemption? Other than today, obviously.
I mean, it's hard to pick one specific moment because it's just been a collective effort of, like, over the past 2 years, especially. I mean, it started... I think that my comeback really started on 100 Thieves when I got subbed in for LCS that summer split. Mm-hmm. We beat the undefeated C9 at the time, and, you know, that was, like, the start of, like, wow, I can beat the best players in the LCS. And from there, I just kept growing on EG. I had a good stint, kept growing. CLG was some growing pains, but in summer we still showed that, you know, we're capable. It's just a bunch of grinding, game after game, you know, split after split, and really just focusing in on what I need to improve as a player. Like, I think if you compare myself as a player to myself 3 years ago, it's not even close. It's like night and day. I mean, I'm not really known for my carry picks anymore.
Yeah,
right?
Actually.
I'm more of a tank player, more of a facilitator.
You're along for the ride, as you would say.
I'm along for the ride. But just a lot of grinding. You know, I'm very proud of myself. Obviously, I got pretty emotional today after the win.
Yeah.
I was pretty emotional before the game, too. I cried in our huddle, and I said some words. And it's stuff that I can't really control either. It's just like the excitement and the emotions kind of just overtake me sometimes. And, I mean, I think that's just how much this moment meant to me. So, to see all of our hard work as a team come into play over, you know, the last 2 years, and even this split with the new guys, I think when we're playing well, we're unmatched. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Palafox's year has been pretty crazy. Dokes has been steady, I'd say, with some carry performance. Also, last series had some difficulty. It was against Summit.
I mean, Dhokla, what he does really well is, I'm going to be honest, I don't really give him much attention. He plays a lot of weak side and for stable and consistent play. And, you know, he's blind picking for us. He's blind picking a lot and enabling me to get counter in a lot of our games in playoffs. So he enables a lot of our team play and a lot of our strengths in other areas that we can play to. So big shout out to him as well.
Yeah. And let's move on down to now, like, Worlds regular, Vic. Right? He's the one that's been to Worlds the most on your roster.
That's crazy.
Right?
He's been there, done that.
But so is Ignar, right? Ignar went with FlyQuest.
FlyQuest and also Misfits back in the day.
And Misfits, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, like, surprisingly, you guys have guys that have been there before, but it's just been a little while, other than Vic.
Yeah.
Vic's the hired gun there. Who also got emotional? Who surprised you the most afterwards with their emotion?
I mean, I was the only one that really cried, I think. But I mean, obviously they were really happy and proud of us, and they're really excited to go to Worlds.
Yeah.
It's a first for Palafox. It's a first for Dhokla. And FBR Ignore, they've been there, done that, and everyone is still just looking forward to the future. And we're gonna ride this moment high, but we still got to get back to work. So.
You all have one of the larger, but also most established staffs. How does it feel to be able to hand a lot of them a trip to Worlds, and for some of them their first trip to Worlds? When I think about Apollo or Demonte, or ThinkCard himself, Croissant, it's been a full thing, and obviously John, GM. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody.
Yeah, I think our coaching staff does a lot for our players. We each have an individual positional coach that we go over things with after every single game, and they give us pointers and tips and advice, and they're just really be able to just really have someone solely watch over you and see all your mistakes, all your good plays, and just being able to like bounce off someone like that, and to just grow and improve as like one-on-one is like really important, because I feel like if there's only just like one or two coaches, I feel like a lot of mistakes and things can get glossed over or not really paid a lot of attention to. But I feel like to be a really good player and to be a good team, you have to really focus in on the little things.
Yeah.
You have to do a lot of you just have to have intention throughout the game, and I feel like that's what they bring. And shout out to all our coaches. I feel like they put in a lot of work, and it showed today.
Also, I forgot Juves.
Yeah, Juves, my coach.
My bad, Groovy Juves.
Juves, my homie. Shout out Juves.
Again, everything's Golden Guardians has the Osh coaching staff. Don't forget, Juves is here as well.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
A little bit of that here in NRG. Let's close this out, man, because you got to get back to work. Because you're not done yet. You still have to. You have a LCS championship to go to.
Gotta go win a finals.
Cloud9, man. They tried to dodge you.
They tried
to dodge you.
We were going to run into us eventually.
Yeah. How do you feel about that matchup? Especially now that both of y'all are in and there's no minimal pressure about Worlds and stuff.
It's going to be an aggressive series. I think both teams are not going to back down.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams are going to come punching each other.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams are going to just really be in your face. And I think it'll be a back and forth series. It won't be easy, but it's never easy, right? So got to keep taking one step forward each day, and have a good week of practice going into C9.
Blaber's been the best jungler in the league for almost 2 years now. It's like 2 years. Even when Spica won MVP, he was still very, very good. So top 2 for the last 3 years now. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about going up against him? Possibly 2 more times.
Mm-hmm. I think what Blaber does really well right now is that he's consistent. I mean, he's been consistently the best jungler in NA for a reason. He's a smart player. I think he plays well to his win condition. I think his synergy with his teammates is pretty impressive. I feel like the way he sees the game, the way he reads the game is just really good. I mean, he adapts well to pretty much any situation that you throw at him. So I think I'm going to do pretty well in this matchup. I definitely have to be on my game, but I'm always confident in myself and my team. So that's all it takes.
Juanito, you're going to Worlds, man.
Yes, sir.
You did it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How about to all the other people that are proud of you? What do you have to say?
Just thank you to everyone, honestly. Everyone in my life. My girlfriend Tina, my family, all my fans. Couldn't do without you, so thank you.
Girlfriend flex. Don Juan, he's graduated on up.
Yes, sir. There we go.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of Dhokla Esports. And it hasn't always been easy getting my thrills since I'm a one-man band doing everything here. So to get my thrills, I get them from Trolli gummy worms. They want nothing more than for you to bite into their delicious, sour heads and bodies into pieces. Personally, I like the raspberry blueberry flavor. It's really good. You should go ahead and get your own. Check it out. And get the mind-warping, tongue-twisting sour thrills only at Trolli.com.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. That was good. I'm feeling my pants because it just doesn't feel real.
Nothing feels real now.
All right, a little sip. Cheers.
Crazy.
Damn, he spilled all of it. There's a little bit left.
There's something here.
All right.
Cheers.